over a 3-year-old child.
Yes.
You weren't satisfied with that?
Right. Well, those were the only
two
two
dates of the 7 reports.
Did the other
Right.
5 call you?
Nope.
Did you call them?
Nope, because of the fact that one was from upstate New York, and I'm certainly, if they're not going to call me, I'm not going to call them.
Right.
So, I mean, they don't come from the vicinity.
Did you ever complain to the company?
Yes.
Or try to complain?
Right, I did.
What did the
First, I
company say?
complained $395 and get 2 dates out of a whole year. I said, it doesn't make sense. He said, I agree with you. So he said, I will look into this matter. I never heard from him, and then the outcome is the office isn't there anymore in Manhattan or in Queens.
Yes.
They disappeared.
You can't reach him at all, no?
No, so
Went out of business to your
I
knowledge?
called up Better Business Bureau, and
Yeah.
they told me I had to call up Better Business Bureau in Westchester. I called them, and then they said to me, you have a pencil handy? I said, for what? Write down Attorney General, 80 Center Street, and this is how I come about this program here.
All right, thank you very much.
Thanks for coming, madam. Do what we can. You'll get your say, and I hope it's something good you're going to tell us, too. Because you'll have to answer some questions, too. Okay.
State your name and your...
Medium or heavy.
How many companies did you deal with over these last few years?
Oh, must have been about 30 or 40 at least.
And are most of these 30 and 40, do you know for a fact, are most of them out of business today?
Oh, I'd say there are about 15 of them are probably still in business now.
Yeah. I would say, General, we have found in this area that it's almost, in case of some companies, a revolving door. They go in and out of business, and this is one of the problems.
On the new names, new locations?
Well, no, they just,
They do
yes,
that
they
too.
fade out. They just disappear.
And as I understand it from talking with the people at that company, that they merged with another company. This other company used to charge $20 or $25, I forget it was. And this lasted for 2 years, and you got I don't know how many dates a month.
Were you a member of that?
No. I was a member of the $500
Okay.
organization. And what happened was the person, they sent me a name in the mail. And the person was totally incompatible. I said, you know, nothing against divorced people or, you know, widowed people. I
Yes.
said, you know, only single people.
Yes,
And the girl
right.
was divorced. In fact, the divorce wasn't final for another 60 days or something like that.
Yes.
She lived in Connecticut. She belonged to this $20 service. She never had any psychological testing or any interview or anything.
She was being matched with you.
Right. In other words, she was getting the services of knowing that whatever her little application that she filled out was going to be filled out in detail on mine.
Did you ever get the physical test?
Nope.
So how many names were you supposed to get?
From 1 to 10. And after that,
Each month?
Each month. But this was only that first month, so I called them up and I complained. And I said, gee whiz, you're not living up to your service. You know, let me get out of it. So I spoke to a particular person. He says, okay, come on over. We'll discuss it. You can get out of it.
Right.
I come down to the place, and the guy threatens to garnish me my salary and says that a whole lot of things, like...
All right, what else took place?
Then the next thing I
So
know,
he
I
wouldn't
went...
let you out. He wouldn't let you out. Is that
Right. I almost got a parking ticket. I've never got... And that's terrible, because I've never gotten
Come on,
one.
Byron, let's move this. How much have you paid on account?
I paid them $25 initially, and then I came here.
Thereafter? Make any other payments after 20?
I got...
My name
We're
is
making a written record.
my name is Ronald Melstein, and you can see obviously what company.
We're making a written record, sir.
excuse
So
me.
the
Ronald, this is
record
serious.
can't...
This is serious,
I didn't mean
notwithstanding
to-
a few laughs here.
I didn't, well,
I
they
will
threw
be
me off
spending my
because,
morning and my day. This is a very serious
because they
matter.
laughed.
Your
They-
sign
affect
won't
the
be seen on... This man is writing down
All right,
what
I'm
you're
sorry, I
saying.
didn't realize you're recording.
Right in
10.
front of
Going on
my-
since 10 o'clock this morning. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Ronald Melstein, and I'm president of the Scientific Dating Service Incorporated.
Where are they
We're
located?
at 147 West 42nd Street. We have office over there where we have people work there. So it's over about 11 years
You've been
that I've
incorporated under the name Scientific Dating.
Will you give me the opportunity to
Everything,
speak
everything,
extemporaneously
everything you
rather than
want.
just
But first you got to answer a couple of questions.
Okay, thanks very
Sit
much.
back and relax.
Okay, thanks.
How do you reach people? How do you reach the public to come to your place?
Well,
what means do you use? Let's hear
There are
everything.
many times when we will call a temporary agency, and we will have people that will go to various places where there are single people congregating, and we will distribute as many questionnaires as humanly possible.
You mean literature, pamphlets? or-
Questionnaires.
Who usually hands these out? Girls?
I've handed them out in order to begin this business for 2 years.
Where do you go?
I went around to places where there are only single
Like
people.
where? Give us an example.
To the dancers that are advertised in the New York Post, to hotels such as the Concord, to grossingers, and to just stand in the street and hand out these questionnaires because I knew that in order to do a good job of matching up people, you need a lot of people to start with.
Well, how many, what does
that's
the
why I did
questionnaire
it.
tell us about?
The
What does it
question...
May I keep it? This is what you've been giving out at these places, right? Hold on, Steve. Can we have this, please? All right, now go ahead. We're going to learn a lot about you, but you're not
Because,
harm you here. We're just
well,
gonna get
the
information.
point is this, if I thought in 1957, so actually,
Is that also in business?
right,
And you have to,
there's nobody ever heard of such a thing, so I was afraid to be very direct and have the people know what kind of a company it is by using the name Scientific Dating Service. So I had gone to college and I knew that the House Plan was a social organization, so I incorporated the name Alumni House Plan Association and tried to get people to fill out the cards with those names. But in 1965, there appeared a tremendous article in Look magazine about a company that matched up a tremendous amount of college students. So overnight, the image changed, and it was now socially acceptable thing to have people apply to a dating service. So I started to feature the name Scientific
After
Dating
this filled
Service.
out, what happened to you?
No, all right, I'll answer
The
the
last
question.
thing you said, you had people going around where single people congregate,
Right, okay.
and you fill out, you give them these cards, right? I asked you
Yeah.
a simple question.
And
After
you-
these cards are filled out, what do you do with them? Do you then send for the people?
We take them back to the office, and we catalog cards back to the office, and in the beginning, I used to catalog them.
if you
That's a
don't-
wonderful record.
If you don't
Now-
mind, you just
now-
told the Attorney General you'd answer some of these questions, so.
Yes,
We
but
don't
you
deny
didn't
it.
call anybody down here that did get married. Out of 30 million
Give
people,
us the
you
names
brought
and
a
call them
group
down.
of 40, 50 people
don't know
to
everybody.
complain. Consequently, the amount of complaints is infinitesimal compared to the amount of good that is
What
done.
are you-
Do you know that
Listen to me, what you're
psychiatrists...
saying is that many people have met each other through your service,
But
and
you
we don't
didn't call
deny
any
it.
of those people down. You create a terrible image. You create an image so that now people, when they read the newspaper, that are lonely, that are sitting in a room and they have no place to go,
Do you
that are
think-
widows and widowers,
Have you heard-
now will be afraid to come to us because they think we're going to misrepresent and we're going to fool them.
Have
Isn't
you-
that a terrible
Have
thing?
you heard that some of your competitors have done the things that the people testified about? Let me twist this. You're a good company. Forget your company now for the moment.
Well, thanks
You
for
know
saying I'm a
something
good
about
company.
you know something about your competitors? Now, I should
Yes,
assuming you're a
yes.
good
And I
company.
want to give you
Have
information
some of your
about
competitors done the wrong thing to the public?
I want to give you information.
Yes or no?
Well,
Have some of your competitors done the things that these people testified about this morning?
you have at the
Listen
moment... Well,
to
let me
me.
answer the way I want. Why do you... It's
Answer
not
my question.
fair.
You've got competitors in this business, right?
Right.
Have you heard?
Current members.
The truthful answer is I don't know, but we have thousands of people that have applied
Those-
since I began.
Sir, those thousands are not continuing to get services. You say your services
right,
is limited.
right,
How many
right.
current of the
I
current
can't
pool do you
answer it
have?
because I don't
Do you
know.
have more than 200?
Yes.
More than 500?
Yes.
More than 10,000?
No.
More than 1,000?
Yes.
Now I'll let them tell us. Go ahead.
All right, thanks very much for letting me tell a
Sit back.
story.
Well, if
I
you
meant-
had
I didn't
lost
mean
$500,
I
it
didn't
wouldn't be
mean-
very
no,
humorous,
I didn't
would
mean
it?
concerning these people. I meant the whole
No,
the whole
this is
industry as a loan
this
is
is
an element.
serious right now.
All right. Okay. So now I want to...
These men and women who testified
No,
this
I know
morning.
they're sincere, and I know they're dissatisfied.
And I-
And I came, the only reason I came here is